What's going on, you guys? My name is Brobson, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get a new pet called the Big-Eared Ginger Kitten in the Elder Scrolls Online. This pet was released just a few days ago with the release of the Summerset expansion, and the only requirement to get this pet is to have purchased the Summerset expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. As you can see, this is a really cute pet, and it's got some amazing idle animation, so it's a really great one to pick up if you're a collector like me, even though it won't be helping you out in battle. To get this pet kitty, you'll first need to collect the 7 items that you'll need to take care of the kitten once you've got it. Those items are a care and feeding guide, a bait mouse, a collar, a feather toy, a milk saucer, a sleeping basket, and a tag. Luckily, all 7 of those items can be found in the same place. They're all rare drops from enemies in a public dungeon called Carnwasten. Carnwasten is located in the northwesternmost corner of Summerset's main island, so you'll need to head there and then continually kill enemies until you get lucky enough to get all 7 unique drops. The fastest way to get to Carnwasten is to travel to the Crystal Tower Way Shrine and then simply head north to the dungeon entrance. Keep in mind that this is a public dungeon, so it's not instance like the 4-man dungeons you can queue for. You can and likely will see other players inside questing, exploring, or farming for mobs or XP like you will be. Unlike the costume set you can farm for on Auradon, every mob inside of the Carnwasten dungeon has a chance to drop every item in the set. It's not just the humans or just the animals. Every mob inside of the dungeon can drop all 7 pieces of the pet set, so you don't need to worry about killing certain mobs while avoiding others. If you're a player who's level 50 with 160 or more champion points, then you should be able to solo everything inside this dungeon with ease. I'm a brand new player who still doesn't really know my build or rotations that well, and even I had no problem farming mob packs by myself inside of this dungeon at 160 CP. If you're a lower level without all your skills unlocked yet, or if you're playing a build that just doesn't have much shielding or self-healing, then you may struggle to farm these mobs at a reasonable pace by yourself. Luckily, Elder Scrolls isn't Skyrim, it's an MMO, so you can just invite people to help you out while grinding. You can team up with friends, guild members, or even just random people inside the dungeon to help you clear the mobs more easily and quickly. Keep in mind that Elder Scrolls has a diminishing returns policy for groups, which means the more people there are in your group, the less experience you'll get per mob. So if you're looking to get decent XP while farming, you definitely want to keep your group to a maximum of 2. Speaking of experience, that's another cool thing about trying to collect this pet. It's a great way to gain experience and money while leveling up. I can't give you a set experience per hour rate because XP in this game is scaled based on your level, but Carnwasten is a spot that effectively knocks out 3 birds with 1 stone. Good experience, good profit, and a chance at the Ginger Kitty pet. There are definitely better places to grind for gold and XP, so I'm by no means saying that it's the best place to be, but just grinding for cash or just grinding for profit can be very monotonous and lead to burnout. So in my experiences, I find that putting your focus on something else, in this case the rare drops, is a great thing to do. That way you're focused on the pet and the XP just kind of flies by in the background without you noticing. This dungeon has a great little built-in circle rotation, so you can just follow the route highlighted on screen now and clear all the mobs you see along the way. By the time you get back to the start of the loop, the mobs will definitely have respawned, so unless there's someone else there competing with you for your kills, you should be able to constantly be killing mobs 100% of the time that you're inside the dungeon. All the drops are purple items, so they should be hard to miss in the loot pile. Just make sure you loot everything and pay attention so that you don't miss any, because these drops are pretty rare and it would be brutal to miss a drop without realizing that one appeared. Unfortunately, drops you've already received towards the pet are not removed from the drop table, which means that you can get the same piece multiple times before getting the one that you need. As you can see on screen, I ended up getting a second bait mouse before I got my first collar. In fact, it took me 12 drops in total before I got all 7 unique, so I ended up with 5 duplicate pieces. The duplicate drops can get pretty frustrating, but they sell for a pretty penny on the guild store, so just consider them a nice spike in profit. Also, keep in mind that if you're in a group, you can actually trade pieces among group members. So if you happen to get a drop that you've already had, but someone in your group hasn't had yet, you can give them that drop. Personally, I wanted to get all 7 drops for myself, so when group members got the one I needed, I just let them keep it, even if it was their second or third one, but I was more than willing to give away the duplicates that I got to my group members who were willing to accept. Using groups can be a great way to negate the duplicates and help you complete your set a little bit quicker. Me, or the group I was in, averaged 1 drop out of every approximate 500 mobs. When you take into account that this drop can be one you've already obtained, it can take you several thousand kills to get the entire set. It took me well over 10 hours of farming to complete all 7 pieces, and though this sounds like a lot of time for a pet that's only cosmetic and doesn't actually benefit you in any way, You gotta factor in that I made over 100,000 gold in profit and gained a lot of CP along the way, so it made the grind more than worth it in my opinion. Plus, since this pet is brand new, I haven't seen a single other player have it follow them around in game, so it's really cool to have a pet that's somewhat unique inside the game. Once you've got all 7 pieces of the set, simply right-click any one of them in your inventory and select the Use option to combine them and get the Big-Eared Ginger Kitten Runestone. Right-click and use this Runestone to unlock the pet. Press U to open your Collections tab, and under Non-Combat Pets you should see your brand new kitten. Right-click and select Set Active on the kitten to have it follow you around in-game. And that's pretty much it. Congrats on your brand new pet in the Elder Scrolls Online. Remember to like the video if you found it entertaining or helpful, and subscribe for future videos. This is actually my first Elder Scrolls Online video, so if there are any other collectibles you'd like guides for, or if you've got any Elder Scrolls Online content suggestions at all, please comment below and let me know. I'd love to create whatever you'd like to see. Also, just leave feedback on this video, things you thought I did well or could do better in future uploads, as I'm always looking to improve. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.